Hello, my dear friends, my dear tinkers. This is your Tinker Master Srinivas from Scientific Students. See, here my students, my mentees have brought this. You know, they brought it on Diwali day. It just worked for 2 months. Made in China product. But after that, it is not working. So they have decorated it Diwali festival. But after that, just it worked for 2 months, but after that, it's not working. So we need to make it work. We need to make sure it works back again. You know that every time. See, here is a 230 volt plug for this. So the 230 volts is going here, and there is nothing. You can see literally. See, there are two transistors, and there is a switch and one resistor and one chip is there, one diode is there. Nothing else is there in this. You see, you can see the back, you can see the PCB connections also, you can see. Okay. But with this, what is that I understood. So this 230 volts AC, how it is getting converted to DC, because I think they have used LEDs. Okay, but how the DC is taking place, how the AC is getting converted from this 230 volts to DC for this entire serial connected lamps. I wanted to make you understand why it is not working. As you all know that the biggest drawback of series connected LEDs, if any one LED go bad, the string will not work. So we need to understand where is the victim, where is the LED which is not working, because of which the entire string stop working. Okay, we need to understand all that. So we will test it with our digital multimeter, and then we will find it out and then again make you understand. Wait for the time. Okay, stay tuned. Bye-bye. Okay, my dear friends, my dear thinkers, finally we found the problem. On the PC board, they haven't soldered properly. So the negative connection came out. That's why this serial lamp's not working. So we are going to make it work now. Okay, this is how we need to restore, man. Let's reuse. Why throwing everything? So instead of import, we try to export. But before to come to that stage, let us all tinker them, reuse them, reduce usage, reduce import, and then start export, produce yourself. So, okay, my dear friends, you see, finally, we have restored our disco lights, by just tinkering this board. That's it, man. It started working. So nice, so interesting. This is how you need to restore, reuse them. Why throw? So try to yourself, do whatever the best you can. Okay. Now, my dear friends, I'm going to change the patterns. See here on this switch. You see how the patterns I'm changing by just pressing this button. To change all these programs, you see the patterns have changed. So what they have done, they have programmed in this chip. Okay, that is why every time you press, there's a different pattern you see there. You see how nicely it is controlling. So these are the ones controlling. Okay, transistors. And this is the one making AC to DC. So this is how all the serial lamps, how nicely you see every time I am changing the pattern. You see, you are enjoying, right? You see, I can again show you here. You see, every time I am pressing once, you see how you are enjoying. This is how you need to understand. I wish you all will grow to that level where you will program whatever way you want. That's why we always say, learn programming also. Okay, my dear friends, you see how beautifully they are glowing. You see how slowly they are raising the intensity of their light to the low to high and high to low. That's one pattern. That is how, man, you can program the things. you can understand the chip. Okay. So this is how you'll understand everything, how to tinker. That's why happy tinkering, keep innovating. So from the school level, you can learn all these things from the school level. Okay? Then after your graduation, after your engineering and all, you will be master of design and produce and export. So why import when my India can export? So you will make sure everything like that. Okay? So let's tinker, man. Let's tinker. Let's use. Let's think. Okay? Understand how it works. That's it. Okay then. Bye bye. Signing off. Your science friend, your tinkering master. scientificstudents.com/tinker-masters.html. Once again, I'll repeat scientificstudents.com/tinker-masters.html. Bye bye. Why import when India can export? Towards productive India. Skill India from School India. Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Jai Vignan. Happy tinkering, keep innovating. Bye bye.